Hey everyone, Josie here with Emotional Wisdom. I am jumping on here to give a message to that person that prefers to be alone than to be around their friends. Yes, that person that wants to hang out with their friends, right? They want to hang out with their family, with their siblings, with their cousins, yet they prefer to be alone because they notice that when they hang out with their friends, family, cousins, and so forth, they leave that interaction feeling more depleted or tired or not fulfilled, simply feeling like it was energy. It took energy and it felt like a chore in a way, although they wanted to hang out, right? And let me guess, you're that person that tends to be the listener, the one that listens to the other person speak, share, and you tend to be that support system or lending ear. There's a reason for you to adopt that role. Somewhere in your subconscious, in the unconscious, you believe that it's safer to be quiet, to just reserve to yourself, to just listen, be that support system, and not really volunteer too much or not inconvenience another. Somewhere along the lines, you bought to believe it was safer, it would serve you better to just listen and support your friend. Yet you leave that interaction feeling not fulfilled, like there wasn't an even exchange of energy. So let me explain what's happening here. You don't really thrive or feel fulfilled after leaving that interaction or even in the interim of it, because ultimately you are not giving yourself permission to be you. You are not giving yourself permission to be yourself, to share your thoughts, to share what you really feel, to let someone in. Let me tell you this. If you actually allowed yourself to be heard, to be yourself, to let someone in your world of reality, it will feel different. You will walk out of that interaction feeling not the way you would feel before letting someone in. In fact, by you not giving yourself permission to be yourself, you're actually swimming against the current. Yes, energetically, because you're depriving yourself from being yourself. It's actually consuming more energy. You're actually taking up, using up more energy by resisting to be yourself. So of course you're going to feel, in a sense, drained, or kind of exhausted, or like if it was a chore, because you essentially used your energy to not share, to not be yourself. And when you're with yourself, you can be yourself. I want you to compare yourself when you're with certain people that you do feel, in a sense, fulfilled after conversing with them, after sharing with them. Notice they tend to be those that you do give yourself permission to be yourself, to share your real thoughts. So introspect, become self-aware with this dynamic of interaction. So You, somewhere along the line, believed that people don't really care to listen to what you have to say, be, or feel. So I want you to really close your eyes. I like telling people to close their eyes, because when they try to go back into their memory bank with their eyes open and just using their mind to retrieve information, it's not the same as closing your eyes and allowing all of you to communicate. So if you were to close your eyes and ask yourself, why is it that I prefer to be alone? Somewhere in the interim of that time of you having your eyes closed and asking, you will get an image, a thought, a sensation. You will get something that will take you back into an incident, an experience where there was a consequence when you were yourself around people. Let me repeat that. You would come to the understanding that you experienced a consequence when you were yourself, when you spoke, when you allowed people into your reality. However you want to label it or express it, you then experienced a consequence. So you decided, moving forward, that you were not going to share. You were not going to be yourself. You were not going to volunteer information or speak your thoughts or let people in, because ultimately a core belief is no one really cares to listen. And I don't want to experience rejection if I do be myself. So you, who believes you're better off being alone, and 90% of the time you're alone and you love it, you love your own company. In fact, you're an advocate of loving your own company, your own presence. Look into the shadow of that. I invite you to do that. I only say this because I was that person that I had feared to speak what I really believed, because I had so many core beliefs that ultimately would equate as a consequence if I was to say this, be that, elude that, and so forth. So yes, I invite you to introspect. Talk to all aspects of yourself. Promise you, what I'm telling you is indeed the case. With all the love and full acceptance, Josie.